Why don't you buy TikTok? That's crazy. I'm not rich. What would you name it? I'm not good at naming things. What if we just like name it like time? What if we just name it time? What if we just name it time to spend? Time to spend. I like that. What if we name it watch? Like watches. Watch the time. Name it phone. Or like rewind forward. There's someone behind you. No. Oh no. Anyways, do you hear the silence? Y'all. It was TikTok behind you. No, I hate when people do that because I'm like, I have seen people where they're like, there's someone behind you and someone's like, oh, no. They should be scared. If someone's behind me, they should be scared of me. Anyways. Oh yeah, wait. Casper's ghost, I don't know, girlfriend. We were talking about Sharon Tate. I love Sharon Tate. She, so sweet. And love her. And I love her aesthetic. And, you know, you weren't creepy like that. I'm not creepy. But people, if someone was behind me, they should be scared. I remember I found out about that story from you. What are you talking about? Yeah, but her story. Okay, listen. Everyone always wants to talk about, like, Sharon Tate's story, which is her being killed by a cult, and that's not her story. She was acting for 2 years, okay? She did a lot more other things, and we shouldn't, like, look at someone and be like, oh, like if you heard from, like, the people that knew her sister's still alive, like, they talk about it and they're like, people were so mean to everyone at that time. Like, people were accusing other people, like, everyone was like, oh, like, what if this person did it? Like, this person could have done it. Like, everyone was, like, at each other, like, during that time. I'm not even kidding. And that's why I like to say, I'm like, at that time, basically the 60s were over. So imagine the impact that, not Sharon's death, but that Sharon made. Because I'm like, she was this, like, super, like, innocent, like, sorry, I keep saying like, but before people come for me, she was just a sweet, I know that she was a sweet person because I always see the, like, interviews with people and her family talking about her, and she was just so sweet that people couldn't believe that happened. Like, that was the impact, you know? Like, there was other people that the cult killed, but they don't really talk about them. They only talk about Sharon Tate. But I'm like, that's, you know, that's a whole thing. I could literally get into it. I don't know much about her. She was an actress. And for the last 2 years of her life, she was an actress. She was in The Wrecking Crew. She was in The Valley of the Dolls. She was in 12+1, The 13 Chairs, Vampire Killers, and I think Eye of the Devil. Yeah. But yeah, they talk about her in Once Upon a Time. If anyone has seen Once Upon a Time. No, I love Audrey Hepburn. I love Audrey Hepburn. I'm not kidding, when I was younger, I had like posters up on my wall of Breakfast at Tiffany's, and I loved Audrey Hepburn. What do you like about Audrey Hepburn? She was like, so from what I've learned about her, I mean, she was stunning, obviously. She was in a ton of movies, so she's super, obviously everyone knows Audrey Hepburn, so she was a really famous actress. And, but she had a really hard time with, I think so, she did, when she was younger, with like, there was like all the Nazis and everything that were just, it was just a crazy time that she was in, but she would dance for people and it had to be like super quiet. She was like a little ballerina and she would dance so that everyone was calm. So it was kind of like entertaining. And not in like a weird way. She was just like a little ballerina, you know? And then, she survived the huge, like everyone was starving at the same time. She survived and then went to America and was super famous, was an actress. And then she did struggle with like relationships. So I think at like the end of her life, like she just was talking about how she struggled with that side, with like loving people, I guess. And she gave a lot to kids and things like that. Yeah, fed kids. She did a lot. Is it humanitarian? Is that what it's called? I think. She was... What was she a part? I can't remember what it was called. She was a part of like an organization though that like fed a bunch of kids and yeah. I can't remember everything though. I sent the video you were posting to my girl like a day before you. Which one? Fire Festival? I know, the Fire Festival is crazy, guys. Can you imagine? The Fire Festival was like this huge thing that was being promoted by all of these celebrities. And like, so they paid the celebrities, they paid these models, they paid everyone. They're like, oh yeah, this is the Fire Festival, this is a Fire Festival, it's gonna be so cool, right? Then everyone booked their trips, right? Got on the plane, went to the Fire Festival, and there was like nothing there. So there was tons and tons of people that went there. There was literally the places that they're supposed to sleep were in tents. Okay. They slept on like, there was not even enough tents. Like people went there, there was not enough for everyone. So people were fighting each other. It was crazy. You guys should watch the Fire Festival documentary. I know, I feel like, Nathan, I feel like I have the weirdest, like, I just have, like, little facts that I'm like, there's this TikTok where it's like, oh, that one friend that just has the random facts, and it's, like, an Egyptian thing. I don't know. You guys you'd have to search it up, but it's, like, the one friend that always has the random facts. That's me. Because I pick up random things, and I'm like, I have to tell you guys about this. Was there even fire? No, it's like FYRE festival. Bum, 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 bum. Thank you, UNICEF. I was gonna say UNICEF, but for some reason I was thinking that the E was before the UNICEF, and I was like, why am I thinking like UNICEF? I'm like, that doesn't make sense to me. UNICEF is a popular organization that just gives a lot. They just give a lot of... Like I said, you know how, like I said, Audrey Hepburn, like, fed a bunch of kids? Through this organization, she was able to, like, obviously she like paid them, but she fed a ton of kids. So that's what I'm trying to say.